What's going on, guys? Mr. X4 Studios here, and alright, if the audio's messed up for that video, then I don't know what to do, but yeah, I'm back with another Battlefield 4 beta video. I'm going to talk about the Engineer class today. As you know, the beta is going to end soon, but I just want to make some last-ditch videos for the beta. So it was the only thing interesting to happen within the last month for me. Alright, let's begin. So the Engineer class has received several changes from Battlefield 3. One of my favorite changes you'll see here is that the RPG can now lock on, which is really good. I really like that feature back in Battlefield Play for Free. I don't know if Bad Company had it, but in Play for Free, every class had a tracer dart. If you hit a vehicle, your RPG could lock onto that vehicle. Well, in this game, the Recon class, they have the personal laser designation device or something, which can also lock on. It's like a mobile SOFLAM, so it's really useful. RPG is very powerful. Requires teamwork though, so me and my friend Alex, the match before this, we actually did really well. I wasn't recording though, unfortunately. We hopped in a lobby with the guys who were trying to assault this building last time. We made this awesome squad. Unfortunately, you'll see at the end that our squad was the only people doing anything on the team. Alright, next you can see this is the Stinger. The Stinger is almost worthless. As you can see, this is taking 3 shots to take out this vehicle. And, I mean, 3 shots isn't that bad because this pilot was, like, really bad. But 3 shots on a good pilot would be impossible. If you saw Sergeant Merrill's video, he had the pilot had extinguisher and was a great maneuverer. Took him all 5 shots just to down it, and he had the great elevation on that guy. So, you know, Stinger's a bit broken right now. I hope to see it buffed. The RPG, I guess, could be a bit nerfed. I wish, though, what they did with gadgets was they could let you customize the gadget individually, so you could choose what kind of rounds your RPG fired. Albeit, if it was, like, tracer rounds, what it would do is, like, it would make it... You could still fire free fire, but, like, it'll do less damage. I don't know. That would be kind of nice. You can see here that the Engineer's new weapons, the carbines, are actually pretty good. I really enjoy using the MX4. Didn't get the chance to unlock the PP2000. Didn't seem that different from Battlefield 3 from the gameplay I've seen. It doesn't look that much better. The MX4's recoil is okay. Its higher fire rate is really good. The reload is really good. And I also like the reload change that they've done. Tiered reload plus. Yeah, now you lose all the ammo in your mag when you reload, which, I mean, sounds like a bad thing, but I actually like it. It's pretty authentic. It makes people think before they reload now, which is really good for people who are OCD about reloading like me. So, yeah, it teaches me a lesson or two about being prepared. Well, the building just fell, but what was next? Oh, yeah, so other than that, the Engineer class is pretty similar to how it was in Battlefield 3. I know the full game will have more things, but the other gadgets it carries, it also has the repair torch yet again, which is basically the same thing from Battlefield 3. Repair torch just repairs the same way. I'm surprised they didn't do something like the defibrillators where it has a limited repair. Because the way I see it right now, the repair torch could be a bit overpowered if it's used very effectively on a transport chopper. So I mean, I would like to see something nerfed about that, sort of like how they nerfed the defibrillators on the assault class. But you know, it's not like a game-breaking thing. The other gadget you can unlock in this, again, was the Stinger, but it wasn't that useful. I think that's about it with the Engineer. I mean, as far as playing the Engineer goes, you want to coordinate with your team. You can take out, if you're a skilled engineer, you can take out a vehicle by yourself, but as you see here, this tank was harassing us at on the shoreline at hitting us at B. It was on the shoreline of A. And me and a teammate started RPGing it pretty heavily, so it was really good. And yeah, so it's really effective if you go teamwork, especially if you have at least 2 engineers and 1 recon. The 1 recon can designate everything, and you as an engineer can just crush it, utterly crush it. Now, as far as how the engineer class competes with the other class, gun-on-gun wise, it does fairly well. I mean, the AK-12 is very powerful. It can definitely take out an MX-4 faster than the MX-4 could, but because the only way you could do that is if you put it in burst, it's a bit harder, so the MX-4 still usually gets the advantage in close quarters. Interesting change how they're PDWs now, but whatever. As far as whether or not they're effective with carbines are generally a bit less recoil than the PDW, so they work a bit better at longer ranges, but I don't mind. I tap fire the MX-4. Unfortunately, I don't have a PC, so tap firing is a bit harder on the consoles. It makes you jolt your joystick a bit, so that's kind of annoying. But, you know, it's still pretty good. As far as whether or not you should run I would not recommend running a DMR with the with the Engineer, only because the role of the engineer is take out a vehicle, and taking it out long range could work, but if someone hops out of the vehicle, I'm generally closer, which means I want a carbine to take them out. Or not a carbine, but the PDWs. And then the carbines are okay to run with as well. Now, yeah, I mean, that's about it with this video. If I could make a recommendation, or as far as, or I still have more stuff actually. As far as the PDWs compete against the support class, yeah, it'll definitely beat out support class. And because of the recon buff, sniper rifles, it depends. If they can get a lucky no scope on you, or maybe they can even quick scope. Yes, that's right, you can quick scope in Battlefield. People seem to have a misconception that quick scoping is when your scope is black. Incorrect. That's a form of no scoping. That's called black scoping. Not correct. Yeah, so the engineer class, it's meant to combat vehicles, but it's also excellent for close quarters combat. You could actually change the class so it's not primarily vehicles. I know in the final game they'll definitely have more gadgets, so I'm guessing because the RPG is really effective against infantry. One of the last clips I'll show you, it's pretty good. But that's about it, guys. I'll probably be making 3 more videos. I don't know if they're all going to come out today. I'm recording this on Sunday night. No school tomorrow, Columbus Day. I'll try to make them, but they'll probably be up on Columbus Day, which might be today, which might be tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'll have the other videos up. And this has been my engineer beta thoughts. Yeah, I'll let the rest of the gameplay play out.